Hello. Thank you very much for joining us.
Can I speak to you now?
Yes.
It's my pleasure. Thank you very much. I am very glad to have the opportunity to speak to this 9th Yalta European Strategy Conference on the very important theme of how to address tomorrow's challenges together, Ukraine and the European Union. I see many friends in the audience. Let me send them my best greetings. Ukraine, the European Union and the world, we are all facing very important challenges which cannot be tackled any longer in an isolated manner. Not only the integration of financial markets, but other important issues from energy security, transnational crime. All these issues require a coordinated and cooperative approach amongst the countries in general and here in Europe in special. And I believe that together we are stronger to overcome these challenges. The European Union and Ukraine have been working together successfully on many issues, from addressing the consequences of the Chernobyl accident to the modernization of our economies and the joint efforts to help settle the Transnistria conflict. These are just a few examples. This is economically necessary as well as politically indispensable. And we will be ever more effective in our common endeavor if we espouse the same principles and values: respect for democracy, rule of law, fundamental freedoms. This is why the European Union remains firmly committed to advancing the relationship with Ukraine. We are very sincere about this. We want Ukraine closer and closer to us, and we want us to be closer and closer to Ukraine. That is why we have proposed political association and economic integration to Ukraine. This would not only consolidate and reinforce Ukraine's independence and democracy, as well as provide for significant new economic opportunities with market openings for Ukrainian products and services and for the prosperity of all Ukrainians. It would also contribute to widespread economic growth. Additional European investments and trade would create new business opportunities and jobs. Ultimately, our societies would be brought closer together. The hard work on the framework that would make this possible has been done. We have finalized the most advanced association agreement the European Union has ever envisaged with a third partner. We also have provided an action plan which sets out what has to be done to liberalize the visa regime. These are unprecedented steps in the strengthening of our relations. So the way ahead is clearly marked out, but we still miss, and I have to say it very frankly, we still miss the political conditions to be able to take the next important step, which is to sign the agreement. The current polarized atmosphere of Ukrainian politics is not conducive to a favourable solution. We need a firm sense of responsibility from Ukraine's political establishment to work on the basis of our common values, primarily in the areas of justice and freedoms. I regret that the consequence of trials whose conduct fell short of international standards will prevent two important leaders of the opposition, Mrs. Tymoshenko and Mr. Lutsenko, from standing in parliamentary elections. They need to be given the chance of a fair and transparent trial. The elections of 28th of October will be a litmus test for the country's future and its attachment to democracy. I'm happy that the OSCE ODIHR election observation mission has already started its activities in Ukraine, and I hope that the government will continue to engage with the mission and swiftly follow up on its findings. The conduct of these elections will have to meet Ukraine's commitments towards the OSCE, ensuring a level playing field for all candidates. To this end, freedom of assembly and expression, including unbiased access to media, is indeed essential. I have said many times that Ukraine is an important partner for the European Union, an important member of our Eastern Partnership. I am committed to continue to work for the deepening of our relations, but the intensity of our cooperation will be determined by the intensity of Ukraine's commitment to our values and to reforms. We have a jointly agreed association agenda, providing for critical reform measures in a whole range of areas. This has the potential to decisively move ahead our relations, This is the potential to positively affect the daily lives of millions of Ukrainians, and this will be critical to our ability to continue to work together to address tomorrow's challenges. So this is my contribution to your work. It's a pity I cannot be there in person to discuss with you. I'm speaking here from Germany, where I came also to another conference, but let me from here, from Germany, to wish you all the best for your debates here about the future of Ukraine and the future of relationships with the European Union. I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, President Barroso.